All right. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome right back to the channel. And welcome back to another character illustration. This time featuring Raish Almawt. This is the first illustration of this character after our character design session, which was on Tuesday. I had a lot of fun then, and I had a lot of fun here, just going through all the motions and all that good stuff. Just basically making this character come to life. Well, as much as come to life can be when it comes to a physical drawing. Now I overthought it. Okay, anyway. Uh, there isn't really much I want to say other than the fact that I can't really color still. That's something I'm working on. That's one of the goals I've made so far in regards to my whole digital art journey. It's been fun, it's been wild, but it has been a nice learning experience. There's a massive learning curve in regards to just doing the thing, which is coloring. And luckily, while I was doing this, I was actually able to keep a slight reference sheet up in the corner for the character and how she looked. So I won't have to just be going from tab to tab just to make sure I got certain pieces of the outfit right or certain markings correct. It did help. I finally made sure that I went with a particular design that I liked, and I actually added on to it just a little bit by adding some extra folds and wrinkles, but you wouldn't really notice that unless I said anything. But it's not really a problem. Again, this is where, and there goes my thoughts again. What was I kind of saying? So yeah, there honestly isn't much else to say. I mean, what? Oh yeah, there it is. Color. My skin tones were great when I first tried them out, but I wasn't as confident in doing them when I first started. Well, later on when I actually started coloring this, you may or may not see that, but I really didn't like it, so I cut that part out and I just kept it at the standard black and white fare. And I still liked it, honestly, and I hope you all do too once you see the end result. Or you didn't just skip to the end, but I can't tell. I won't be able to stop you if you did. So yeah, in the last couple of days since I've actually put all these videos together, I've done a lot more reading, and I've had a lot of fun with it. One of the latest books that I've gone through the trouble of getting to read was called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and it is a wild ride of a book, but there are a lot of notes that I took on self-confidence that I'm actually going to implement. Well, I've kind of already done them, but I'm going to implement more, and you all are going to see more of that too, and I'm going to be happy about it. Yay. One thing that I actually learned, let's see, I have a notepad here. Let me find it. Let's see. There was a quote by Jessie Bell Rittenhouse that really resonated in me, and it helped me rethink a couple of things in like the 5 seconds that I actually heard the quote, which was funny. The quote goes as such. I began I can't read. The quote goes as such. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. However, I begged at evening when I counted my scanty store. For life is just an employer, he gives you what you ask. But once you have set the wages, why, you must bear the task. I worked for a menial's hire, only to learn dismayed that any wage I had asked of life would have paid. That quote really resonated within me, and I just have a massive appreciation for it. And it goes into the law of attraction that I ended up learning last year, which actually led me to this point here, where I am now in life, and I am really enjoying it. Things like this you never really, enjoy until you start paying attention to what actually has happened and occurred. I'm again rambling. Oh God. This makes for good content. Yay. But yeah. So the textures here are, oh God, I'm all over the place. Please forgive me, everyone. But yeah, so the textures here for this background I don't keep. Kind of simple. I like them for the red, but once I actually started putting them in, it really didn't work. I didn't enjoy it. Something to think for in the future. Back to my law of attraction though. Alright. I really didn't understand it at first, but I learned to work with it, and especially this past weekend when I was out of town traveling and everything, visiting my grandparents. I didn't notice it until the next couple of lines in the book talked about opportunity. The book I'm talking about is still Think and Grow Rich, where the book actually talked about pieces of opportunity that you should be vigilant for. And in my head, I'm running out of, at the time I was writing on another sketchbook, writing in another notebook, and I was running out of space. And I realized that I needed another sketchbook. I wanted to get some legal pads, which are those white sketchbooks that apparently people in court use to take notes. Again, I don't know the whole history behind it. So I decided to say that out loud, and within like 20 minutes, I was actually near a Dollar General, and I ran right in there and found exactly what I was looking for. To me, that's a textbook definition of the law of attraction. So weird. It's really weird, but it's something that you'll have to experience for yourself, I should say. And I have no idea where that was going to go. I'm going to keep that in. Yeah. So, yeah, we kind of started with the inks already. The standard quill pen that I used here, that came with Autodesk, because I'm too lazy to change it, I liked it, but that brush pen that came in the Inktober brush pack was super helpful, and you may see that a little bit more. If you ever want to get something like this for yourself, this is completely free once you actually download Autodesk Sketchbook. So, just some food for thought. And I realize I'm never going to get those leg wraps right unless I keep going. But you all will see how good I get when you see the next illustration. I just don't know when I'm going to do that. Anyway. Wow, that was such an odd. Wow. Okay, yeah, that was a mouthful, honestly. I'll probably link that quote into the description, just in case you all want to see it. But that quote really resonated within me, and all of that was just in the first 2 hours of the book. Yeah, it was really nice, and I think there was no other time like currently with what's going on in the world when I needed something like that, and the bout of self-confidence that the book also talks about. What, like 20 pages later? Well, 20 pages later, but I'm listening to the audiobook as well. So it came like an hour later. But I had a feeling that Think and Grow Rich was going to be one of those books that I would end up spending a lot longer on than I need to be, because I would end up flipping back and forth between books, as well as rewinding the audiobook and taking a massive amount of notes. And exactly what I thought happened, exactly what I thought was going to happen ended up happening. And made me laugh again. One of the bigger things that I ended up liking was the hold on, let's see, did I miss something in the inking? Oh no. Well, in regards to the bind on her face, I actually could have made that a little better. Food for thought. So retrospect is very nice. Okay. I like the background I ended up using here, just the pedestal, because of her religious background. Well, yeah, religious background. I like that. So I'm glad I ended up keeping that. I really appreciated that. Let's see. There were textures that I could have added. Well, that must just be my bad eyes. Oh no. Let's see. Oh, there is a sneak peek at the next one. I kinda spoiled the next one. Oh no. Well, anyway. I'll live. I'll fix that. I'll fix that later. Or not. I'm lazy. Okay, honestly, I hope you all haven't been too annoyed by my ramblings for the past, wow, 10 minutes. Okay, that's kind of weird. This is the longest I've rambled on multiple subject actually in one short time. I can't really complain about it though. It's kind of helpful. It provides a nice reprieve from thinking too hard, despite all the anxiety that I give myself when I actually try to talk with some of these videos. It's super helpful. So, in lieu of a actual background here, I ended up just doing a massive amount of cross-hatching, which is something that I am very, very proud of and doing. Wait, what? I am proud of being able to. I'm happy that I know how to do cross-hatching. There it is, because I can't talk, and I missed the entire thing about talking about her hair. I like the hair. The hair was nice. I think the hair was one of my favorite parts. So that's kind of the end of it. Here is the first sketch that you ended up seeing. I liked everything, like I said earlier, but there were a couple of things that I wanted to change. I might end up changing the shoulder pads. The background here with all the rock textures helped me get an idea for how her powers work. So you will end up seeing that in the next illustration. And here is a slight close-up of her hair. I need to actually zoom that in a little bit more. Anyway, I really liked just the headshot that I did here, so I ended up saving that as its own individual thing. And here is the final piece, for now at least, because I may add on to this in the future, but you all will never know unless you follow me on my Instagram, because shameless plug is a shameless plug. So, in the end, I hope you all enjoyed this little short ramble and illustration. I hope you all subscribe, like, and share the video with others if you really thought it was nice and dandy and fun and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's kind of it. But be sure to tune into the next video as well. And with that being said, I will catch you all later. Maybe. Possibly. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there.